What's up, guys? So today we're going to be checking out a surprise package that I got in the mail. This is from my friend Eric, TheLordHumungus on YouTube. I've been subscribed to him for many years. He is an OG YouTuber, and he does a lot of prepping stuff. I mean, if you're into any kind of preparedness, firearm stuff, he does, of course, knives, and they all kind of go hand in hand. But I've always really appreciated his channel for a lot of great information on prepping. Puts up a lot of different scenarios you may or may not think of. Kind of gets down to the nitty gritty, so you're not wasting time, you know, storing all kinds of stuff you don't need. But just really interesting channel, awesome content, and a really cool guy. But he randomly sent me this stuff. It looks like he's starting to sell a couple things, which we're going to go over here in a moment. But first, I have the letter. It says, "Hi Jeff, this is Eric from the TheLordHumungus channel on YouTube." Of course, that's a Mad Max reference for the younger viewers. Maybe you haven't seen those movies. Anyway, I've been putting together these survival fishing kits because I couldn't find anything I liked already available. Let me know what you think. I've also included one of my bug out bellows, which are used to blow on embers without having to get your face down in the fire. Huge fan of that. I actually use a bellow, which is just basically an expandable, set of tubes, so that you can concentrate oxygen down in your fire to get it going. That is huge. That is extremely helpful, way more than you would ever imagine. Anyway, all the other survival fishing kits I came across in the past tried to have cool stuff or lots of variety, but skimped out on the most important elements. In my opinion, line, hooks, and lures are the most important, especially line, as most other things could be more easily improvised in some ways if needed. Instead of 75 or 100 feet of line like many kits, the RTW kit includes over 260 feet of line in two different strengths, 15 and 30 pound test, as well as over 30 hooks of various sizes. They also come in watertight screw top tins, not a plastic bag, or hinge top tins that don't stay closed very well. They include a mini plier multi-tool for removing hooks and razor blades for cutting line and skinning / filleting fish, etc. I'm selling these on Amazon here. I'll put the link down below. And on my online store here, I'll put the link down below as well. If they're sold out on Amazon, you can always still purchase them on my online store, along with other survival and prepping gear. And I'll be listing more items soon. Enjoy, Eric, aka TheLordHumungus. All right, and this is the full content list. All right, so you guys can look at that. We're gonna open up, take a quick peek anyway. But I love survival type stuff, and I have to say that I totally agree with them. There's a lot of survival kits that basically, they focus on bulk. It's just a lot of cheap things in there, and because people don't really use them, because to be honest, I'm sure a lot of people watching have survival kits. Have you ever gone out and used it? Probably not, because you're not in a survival situation, If I would say this, and I picked something like this up from watching Eric's channel, is if you're gonna save something for survival, or you're gonna prep by storing something for an emergency situation, get two and practice with one. It's super important to know what that gear is gonna provide you when that time comes, all right? So something like this, like a fishing kit, and there's a ton on the market, if you have one, go out and use it and see what you think of it. You might be actually pretty surprised at how crappy they really are. So we're gonna check this one out in a second here. RuleTheWasteland. These are some decals, which are pretty cool. I like those. Those will go on the gun safe. But before we get into fishing kit, let's check out this bellow. So today's EDC, I actually just did a review on the Gerber 06. This is the assisted version. All right. Just kind of in the 06 mood. So we got a little carry case, which is nice. Not that it needs to be kept from getting scratched up or anything. All right, so, well, I don't have to do that, I just kind of squish it up. There we go. All right, so like I said, I actually have one of these. I don't know if there's like little stop pins there. I don't know if you guys can see. There's like almost like little balls just to keep it from going the reverse direction. All right, so as each level comes out and back in. So of course it is expandable, all right? So this goes out to, looks like roughly 2 feet or so, all right? But as you push that in, as it hits each layer, that's what those little balls are doing, is as you're pushing in, it stops, hits the next one, pushes in, stops, all right? So that obviously it's not gonna fall apart or push all the way back the other direction. But yeah, these are extremely useful. And that's exactly how you would use it. You would expand it to the length that you need, blow into here, and you're gonna provide oxygen very concentrated right into you know, the center of your fire to get it started. Even once a fire is kind of going, it's good to, you know, heat it back up. Let's say you have a bunch of embers you want to bring back to flame. I've had that happen before too, where I've had a fire going for a little while, the fire went out, there's still a ton of burning embers. Maybe I'm, you know, talking, relaxing, hanging out with someone, and I kind of forget about it and I want to stoke the fire back up. Of course, you can poke it around a little bit, but it's really easy just to throw some more dry wood on top and just get those embers just blazing hot, and it'll go back to a flame. So these things are extremely, extremely useful, regardless of whether you buy it from Eric or not. I would definitely recommend these for anyone who does a lot of fire making stuff. So very, very cool. All right, so as for the fishing kit, I like that you can get these just like this. So not only is it, you know, watertight, not that obviously this stuff can get wet, it's fishing gear, but also being kind of saran wrapped here. Some people might want to buy a couple of these and just leave them just like this. All right, but we're gonna take a quick little peek. So we're gonna get into this. All right, so nice tight seal in these containers, screw top. All right, you can see some foam bobbers in here. Well, obviously you saw the list of everything that's included. I like the layout. All right, nylon 15 pound. Very simple, little sticker to hold that tag in there. All right, here's a 30 pound, also nylon. And again, a couple of the bobbers. Tons and tons of stuff in here. All right, a bunch of small lures. And honestly, you know, from fishing all these years, and particularly the last probably, I don't know, 2 years or so is when I really got serious into fishing, tried to learn as much as I could. And I can tell you from personal experience that if you use really big lures, you're more prone to catching bigger fish. But when you use a big lure, you can't catch small fish. When you use a small lure, it will catch everything. You can catch a monster bass on a tiny little worm like this, but you can also catch tiny little bass as well. So in a survival situation, when you're not trying to trophy fish and you're trying to get your dinner, you want to catch whatever is going to bite, right? So having a variety of smaller lures is a really, really good idea. There's even a, looks like a fly in here. All right, very, very cool. So actually we might try this out in the future, do a little fishing video on this. But again, there's just bags and bags of hooks, right? And sinkers in here. There's even bobber stops, okay? If you've never seen a video on this, you can Google it. I mean, or actually, there's probably a YouTube video on this, but these are actually pretty helpful. And here's that little multi-tool. There's even more hooks hooked onto here. Just all kinds of stuff in here. So here's a close-up of that. All right, spring-loaded, which is very nice. All right, in a survival situation, you're not so much worried about killing the fish. I mean, that's really the purpose. It's your dinner. But you might want to preserve that hook and get it out without bending it. All right, so you can use it again. Knife in here is non-existent. This is basically the pliers. Whatever tools are in here, you're probably not going to use. That appears to be a knife, but maybe it's really supposed to be a flathead or something. It just happens to be not ground. You also have a nail file, also pretty thick. I mean, you can use these things for whatever you want, but obviously there's no blade here. Just as a quick heads up, I would definitely add a knife. You should already have a knife anyway. Multiple knife options. This looks like another blade. 2 blades with no edges on them. So of course that's disappointing, but they're not really added in here to be knives. The main purpose is having a small, plier multi-tool. So that's pretty much it for now. Just wanted to show these. He didn't ask me, obviously you can see the letters. He didn't tell me to make a video or anything like that. He just wanted me to personally check it out, maybe give some feedback to him. But I want to make the video to support him. I've always enjoyed his channel for years now. So it'd be nice to give back and point you guys to, another option for some cool prepping stuff. So yeah, and if nothing else, definitely worth checking out his channel. Like I said, it has very good content. If you're a gun guy, he does gun stuff. Like I said, knife guy, he does plenty of knife stuff as well, but mainly focuses overall on prepping. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.